Welcome to the most luxurious hotel in South Korea, the Four Seasons in Seoul. This hotel is located in the heart of the business district here in Seoul and is built like an ancient Korean palace. It is a mixture of traditional and modern and widely regarded as the best hotel in all of South Korea. So of course, I did a full review. I review hotels all over the world out of 50 points in 5 categories. The categories, as always, are the ambiance, the room, the dining, the service, and the it factor. I'm not sponsored by the hotel. This is just a review of a guest staying here and paying full price. This is the grand lobby centered around this fireplace that has a map of Korea cast into the bronze below it. Right behind me is the reception and the check-in desk, which is always very staffed and very fast. We'll take a look at the service a little bit later, but let me tell you right now, you're gonna be surprised. Also in the Four Seasons is the Nicholas Bergman Celebrity Flower Shop. This is literally connected to the lobby, and they have incredible displays and really amazing bouquets that they built here. And once you're done getting flowers for that special someone, you can come right here on site and get a clean shave with complimentary whiskey. Okay, I was clean shaven before, but you get the idea. So this is the Vitality pool here, and it has a full juice bar right next to it that you can literally swim up, come inside, enjoy a juice, and then get into the gym. So they have a fully nude spa here at the Four Seasons, which is very traditional. So I booked the Korean body scrub, which I'm a little hesitant, but I'm excited to try it. So I can't bring a camera into the scrub, but this is a very cool Korean spa. Wish me luck. That was absolutely incredible. He took a coarse towel and almost angrily scrubbed my entire body. I could tell he's done it a million times. So wow, what an incredible treatment. So our wellness journey continues here in the gym, where they have Pilates reformers, a ton of techno gym and modern equipment in there, and in the locker room, they give you Four Seasons branded clothes to work out in. Like, look at this, everything is dark leather, so it's brown leather on all of the equipment with the black contrast. Tons of equipment, and all of it's modern, like it's brand new. And what better way to end your day than with the golf simulator right here at the Four Seasons. This is complimentary in your stay, and they have 3D renderings of the top courses from around the world. You can see there is so much to do here. You almost don't even have to leave this hotel. However, at other properties, we've seen the ambiance just be a little bit more unique, so I gave the ambiance an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to take a look at the room. This is the standard room at the Four Seasons Seoul. There are 317 rooms here in 16 different categories. We're actually going to show you the top suite here in just a second, but first I want to show you the standard. This is a modern take on traditional Korean decor and design. So you can see there's some Korean integration into the room. You've got the iconic Four Seasons beds here, which are the best sleep on this channel so far. Of course, I'm going to do a full bed review after sleeping on it tonight, but I'm expecting it to be fantastic, like all Four Seasons beds are. And it's pretty easy to see, even in the standard room, these are the largest and some of the best, if not the best, hotel rooms in South Korea. You can see right away the lighting is really thoughtful. All of the outlets and charging ports and lighting controls and curtain controls are automated and very easy to use. And they give you a complimentary tea set, some high-end teas here, a tea kettle, a Nespresso machine. Everything is pristinely clean. I mean, you cannot see a speck of dust or dirt. Nothing is dirty. The housekeeping staff is incredible. The Four Seasons Hotel has been around for almost 10 years now as of the recording of this video, and everything still feels very new. In some of these drawers, you have really nice high-end, this is Louis La Raza Nespresso pods, which is the highest end I've ever seen at a hotel. Very premium, very expensive. That's one thing to note about the Four Seasons. Everything in the minibar, everything in the hotel is Four Seasons pricing. So keep that in mind. And as of the recording of this video, this room, for example, goes anywhere between $600 to $8,000 per night. Now let's take a look at the bathroom. So for a standard room, this is a very spacious bathroom. In fact, it looks out into the room. So you have a sliding door that's still having a view of the city. very modern. You have granite, but it's not overly done. It's a nice mixture of different textures and different types of materials that they use in this room in general and in all of the rooms at the Four Seasons, which I really like. You've got a modern Japanese toilet, which is very common in South Korea in general. I'm gonna test the shower now. So remember, the shower is based on 3 criteria points. That is the size, ease of use, and the pressure. Let's give it a test. You push the button for the rain shower, which is the easiest usage of a shower I have ever seen in a hotel review. Truly just pushing a button to turn the shower on and off. If you want to turn this on, push the button. Ease of use, very high for the shower. Let's test the pressure. For a rain shower, it's very consistent, extraordinarily clean. You can see up there that there's no hard water buildup. There's nothing there like grime or dirt. Someone is going up there and wiping that down in between every single stay, guaranteed. The temperature control, very simple, and the size is excellent for a base level room. Overall, the shower gets my stamp of approval. So I put on the robe in the room that they provide for you. I'm going to sleep in this bed tonight and then give it a full review in the morning. If you've seen my reviews of other Four Seasons hotels, I think it's gonna be a really great night's sleep. Wow, the Four Seasons beds are absolutely legendary. I have this bed in my own home. It felt like I was sleeping at home, but it's even nicer when you're on a trip. Let's get dressed now, and I'm gonna show you the penthouse suite. As promised, here we are in the presidential suite at the Four Seasons in Seoul with that sweeping panoramic view of Seoul here. Now this room is over $10,000 a night, even more than that on some nights depending on when you book, but really Four Seasons suites are some of the best in the world, and this definitely is not an exception to that. There is literally nothing negative I could say about this room. But let's go back to that base room and give it a score. So when I give the room a score, I'm considering all of the categories and some of the things that are consistent across the rooms. The Four Seasons rooms are truly stunning across the world. The design, the decor, the lighting, the modern touches, the incorporation of the traditional Korean art and Korean ceremonies like this tea set that they give you into the modern technological advances that Four Seasons is known for is really done beautifully at this hotel. That presidential suite is next level, although very expensive, and even the standard base room is very, very well done. What this room didn't have, however, was some of the extra things that take it to the next level, like a private plunge pool or a balcony overlooking the city. We've seen things like that at other hotels like the Ritz-Carlton Dorado Beach in their standard rooms. Overall though, the rooms here are really spectacular. They're done beautifully, and it's very thoughtful how they put it together. I gave the room score at the Four Seasons in Seoul an 8 out of 10. There are 8 restaurants and bars here at the Four Seasons. We're gonna look at all of them and give it a final score at the end. So this is the Market Kitchen, which is a buffet style breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is truly incredible in here. On this side, you have a full pastry kitchen with desserts and cakes. It's all included. You have lobster, sushi, you have high-end rolls, you've got chefs making noodles, Korean dishes, breakfast here. I mean, really, really exceptional buffet. Let's give it a try. Everything here looks so perfect. I feel like I don't even want to touch it. Like these little ice cream cones. Maybe the best buffet I've ever seen. This chocolate fountain is actually made out of 24 karat gold with a train with a Four Seasons logo on the top of the train. So over here is the more traditional Korean dishes. A little bit of beef tartare, stir-fried dried anchovies, scallops in the half shell, snow crab legs. Look at this. Baby octopus soup, pickled dragon fruit. I'm having a great time. With our full plates, let's give it a try. It's very good. And the good news is at the market, if there's something that you didn't like, there's about 1,000 other options of things that you could eat for breakfast here. Wow, that is very fresh. Overall, the market is a very impressive start to the food here at the Four Seasons Seoul. This is Confections. It is right next to the main lobby. They have a full tea setup, a coffee offering. They have pastries and different bakery items. The pastries in South Korea are truly unbelievable. If you didn't know that, just do a quick Google search of the pastries in South Korea. It's exceptional. So we got the winter cube. Everything is made in-house here at the confectionery. Let's see if it's as good as it looks. I didn't know what the presentation, if it was going to be as good as it is. So light, so fresh, very, very, very good. Another thing Korea is known for is their croissants, which is kind of funny. You wouldn't think that. Let's try it. Not the best croissant I've had in Korea. A little dry, but that winter cube is extraordinarily good. Hello from Boccolino. This is the Italian restaurant here at the property. Look at this. It's a pistachio mortadella pizza, the most popular thing on the menu here at Boccolino. Give it a try. Wow, I don't even know how to explain that. The meat and the mortadella are cold, the pizza is hot, and the pistachio is crunchy. So it's a mixture of temperatures and flavors and textures. Wow, that's really interesting. Right in the center of the hotel is Maru. It is light snacks, a light dinner, tea, coffee. It's kind of a perfect central place in the hotel for people to gather and grab some food. So let's try their menu. Look at this burger. We've had some good burgers on this channel, but that looks like it might take it. It's not the best I've ever had on this channel, but this is definitely a contender. Wow. This is Akirabek. It's a Japanese and Korean fusion restaurant for dinner here. They have something on the menu called the Chef's Mystery Box. So all we ordered tonight is the Chef's Mystery Box. Let's see what's inside. Look at this here. This is the Chef's Mystery Box. It's 9 different mini courses. No idea what is in it. Let's give it a try. Truly some of the best sashimi I have ever had. Multiple dinner venues here at the Four Seasons, and one of them is Yu Yuan, a Cantonese dining experience with Beijing duck as the famous dish tonight. Wow. That's an interesting mix of flavor. They have a sweet soy sauce, vegetables, and then of course the Beijing duck, all wrapped for you. But wow, yeah, I can see why that is their signature dish here. So after those incredible meals, the first of the 2 bars here is called Owl, and they have something tonight called the K Gourmet Tasting Flight. So it's 3 different cocktails that are traditional Korean cocktails. We're gonna give those a try, and then I'm gonna show you the hidden bar here at the Four Seasons. The first drink here in our flight is Acacia Gin with lime and honey. Not my favorite, I'm not a big gin fan, but it's good. The second in the flight is the Garlic Ginger Mule. Wow. Oh, that's my favorite. The third and final cocktail here is a soju base with fermented rice and milk in the drink itself. You can see these little rice kernels on top. That is a really strange, it's very viscous. It's like a thick syrup. Absolutely amazing. So this bar is the more traditional Korean drinks, but downstairs there's a hidden bar that you can only find if you know where the entrance is. So on the side of the lobby here, downstairs, there's this nondescript door, which is actually a legendary speakeasy here in the Four Seasons. Let's take a look. Wow. This is Charles H., a speakeasy in the Four Seasons in Seoul. We're about to actually meet the head bartender here who designed the entire menu. His name is Odd. He comes all the way from Norway.
My name is Odd Stramakin. I'm the head bartender for Charles H. here in Four Seasons Seoul, but also the beverage ambassador for Northern Asia. Come to South Korea. It's the most fun place in the world. But come with an open mind, try all the amazing food. It's really rooted in a long tradition. Gorgeous food, gorgeous people, a good time to be here.
Wow. So those were the dining options here at the Four Seasons in Seoul. I have never on this channel had such a wide range and diversity of different culinary experiences, and almost every single dish that we had at every restaurant was extraordinary and definitely worth coming back for. You could stay here for 30 days straight and try something new every single day, which is a huge factor in the dining score. There were only a couple of dishes that maybe felt like they were slightly off, or I personally didn't like the flavor of, and maybe the croissants and bakery items like the pastries that they have could be improved slightly. But we are talking minimal changes, and that's why I'm pleased to tell you that the dining here at the Four Seasons is a very high 9 out of 10. So the service here at the Four Seasons Seoul has truly been some of the best I've ever experienced anywhere in the world, let alone here in South Korea. The service in Korea as a whole is very attentive, very hands-on, but at other hotels like the Signiel that we've reviewed, we've noticed that they won't really step out of line very much. They won't do anything that isn't by standard hotel protocol. Let's see if the Four Seasons will do something a little bit more interesting here with the service test. The Four Seasons website says they can arrange virtually almost anything. So I want to see if that's true.
Thanks for calling. This is Chris speaking. How is it?
Hi there, I have a request for you. I would like to request if you are able to basically make the room like a tent setup and like, I think you have like fake candles potentially. Is there anything like that? Yes, like setting up a tent in the room as if we were making like a pillow fort or a bed tent.
Allow me to check with the housekeeping team, and if it's possible, I'll send it up to her room right away. Is that okay?
All right, excellent. That sounds perfect. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's see what they set up and how it looks. All right, it's been a couple of hours now. That is amazing. Even better than expected. Unbelievable. I don't know who's gonna sleep in this tent tonight, but look at this. And there's a note here too. Wow. Welcome to Four Seasons Hotel Seoul. Not only did they set up this whole tent, they gave me an eye mask to wear if I were to sleep inside of it, and wrote me a custom note on the glass as well. They absolutely passed the service test here, which has really been a testament to the service overall at the hotel. I've genuinely been blown away. It's very rare that in a review I will give a super high score on the service. I think it's one of the hardest things to do for a hotel, especially one of this size, but the Four Seasons Seoul blew it out of the park. Matter of fact, when I left here earlier, I had my laptop out and they put a cleaning cloth, customized and branded Four Seasons, right next to the laptop for me so I could wipe the screen down. There's been multiple different amenities put out, different tea sets that they've placed for us, different cookies for the turn down service. Generally speaking, it is one of the best service experiences I have ever had. I gave it a 9 out of 10. The hotel is located in the dead center of the business district here. It's within walking distance of traditional villages, the temple, and other really great sightseeing in the area. That really is getting into now the it factor. The it factor is that thing about a hotel you can't really explain, but it makes you want to keep coming back. So the Four Seasons here was actually built on top of an ancient street from the Josun Dynasty. They preserved that street, and in the basement of the hotel, through the glass here, you can actually see the original street with some informational cards and some descriptions of what you're looking at. An amazing feature to highlight the history of the hotel. So because we have seen other properties that just have more of a tie-in to the place where they're located or have something more unique or interesting about the property, I gave the it factor a 6.5 out of 10. So there you go. That is the Four Seasons here in Seoul, South Korea. I had an incredible time staying here and highly recommend it to anyone who is looking for a hotel in the city. It is unfortunately time to check out and give it that final score out of 50 points. If you add everything together throughout this review, I gave the Seoul, South Korea Four Seasons a very high, if not one of the highest on the channel so far, 40.5 out of 50. Now, if you're looking for other hotels like this one, check out my review of the Four Seasons Anguilla. Another hotel that was similar but not a Four Seasons property is the Ritz-Carlton Dorado Beach in Puerto Rico. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ryan Walker, and we'll see you on the next one.